What's up guys, it's John Kill 3D Gaming here, and it's another Star Wars related video, and it's about one of our favorite Star Wars characters. Now, let's destroy another argument that people have criticized the new Star Wars for, and it's Rey and Luke Skywalker. Now, we've all been over the arguments, and we've seen the arguments comparing Rey as a Mary Sue, portraying her in that light. When a lot of people forget that Luke Skywalker himself, in A New Hope, and in a lot of the EU stories leading up to The Empire Strikes Back, Luke was also portrayed as a Mary Sue, able to do things that certain characters at his age shouldn't have been able to do. In the old EU, Luke was able to take down a TIE fighter from the sky with his lightsaber. And when he was training with Yoda for, let's safe to say, maybe 2 to 3 days, because there's no exact time frame how long he was on Dagobah, Luke Skywalker was able to contend with Darth Vader with no lightsaber training at all. He was able to contend. The only thing he did in Empire Strikes Back leading up to the fight was he cut a Wampa's arm off, and he cut open one of the AT-AT walkers and threw a bomb beneath it. That's all he really did with a lightsaber up to that point. He had nothing, no formal training, yet his power was increasing. He was doing things no Jedi was able to do that fast besides his father. So when the arguments that come up saying Rey is a Mary Sue, it's very hypocritical and actually wrong to say that, because then you would have to say Luke Skywalker and any Jedi with power like his or abilities to do things like that are all considered Mary Sues. You can't pick and choose who is a Mary Sue and who is a not Mary Sue. Okay? Because Luke Skywalker himself, from the very beginning, in A New Hope as a matter of fact, he was untouchable. He was perfect. Able to fight the Empire, able to fly a ship, but granted he had ship training, so he was able to do that. But now, once did he get attacked in the Death Star battle, and before Vader was able to even open fire upon him, Luke was able to use the Force to guide the projectiles into the Death Star and make it explode. Then, let's jump to Empire Strikes Back. Training with Yoda, no less than a few days. Yoda says, "You cannot face Vader, you're not ready." Luke pretty much was owning Vader the entire fight until they got to the room where Darth Vader started to use the Force on him. When it came to Darth Vader using the Force to break that window, sending Luke flying out onto that platform and then walking down the hall, once Vader had the upper hand, yes, he was able to trash Luke. But in the beginning part of the fight, Luke was demolishing Vader the entire way, and Vader was thrown back, and even Vader said, "Yes, this is impressive. That most impressive." He was able to contend with Darth Vader, which is no easy feat for nobody, for no Jedi. Vader has been able to slaughter Jedi Masters, both middle-aged, old, and yet Luke, his own son, before he even knew it was his son, he was fighting him at full capacity, trying to take him down, yet he could not do it. So that's just a testament to Luke also sharing qualities of a Mary Sue. Now, I love Luke Skywalker. After all that, he is a perfect character in his own right. He has amazing progression. But the character of Rey has similar aspects to him and walking a similar line. And you cannot deny and prove that she's not. So, you can't compare her to being a Mary Sue. Then you would have to go all the way back, and you would even have to call Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader himself, a Mary Sue, because he had tremendous power. How the hell was he able to pilot a Naboo starfighter in the middle of that fight manually? He didn't do it automatically, he did it manually, and was able to blow up the ship. You tell me that one. Okay? So you gotta say, from now on, you should all just say that anybody with amazing Force potential and amazing skills at a lightsaber, without training, are all Mary Sues. Okay? All of them are Mary Sues. Yoda is not a Mary Sue, years of training. Darth Tyrannus, years of training. Darth Sidious, years of training. Obi-Wan, years of training. No, those guys are not Mary Sues. Obviously they're not. but Luke Skywalker and Rey are, to a degree. You know, that this is in the mind of the bitchy fanboys. Okay? The fanboys, they can't look past their own desires of what they want from Star Wars. They can't see progression. They only see, oh, a woman has this much power. Oh, she's a Mary Sue. Oh, but Luke Skywalker, he's a man. Brony, you're allowed to have all the power in the fucking world. No. Okay? No. Stop dick riding. Please. Because that's all you guys are doing when you say stuff like that. Alright? You're basically doing that skit from South Park. You're letting George Lucas's old ways fuck you. Which, I mean, yes, he made great films. Alright? But he also introduced strong female characters. And no one complained then. Everyone forgets that the leader of the rebellion was Mon Mothma, a woman. Alright? Everyone forgets that women were also Jedi Knights. Your precious Basta LaShawn from the old EU and the old Republic. You don't complain about her, and she's a woman with tremendous power. Alright? So, get your freaking wax out of your ears and use your fucking brains for once. That's all I gotta say about the topic about people being Mary Sues in the world of Star Wars. Rey's not a Mary Sue. Luke, not a Mary Sue, unless you categorize them as both.